Hello dear students, welcoming you all in the physics arena by Nitesh sir. Students, already in the last lectures we have discussed a lots of things about the chapter energy. So today via this video lecture, today we are going to discuss about the numerical problems of the chapter energy. So one by one we will discuss about the numerical problem. So the first question says, what the first question says? The first question says that a force of 30 Newton acts on a body and moves it through a distance of 5 meter in the direction of force. It means that in which direction force is acting, the direction of movement is also same. We have to calculate the work done by the force. So what is given? First we will enlist what is given inside the question. Here the force is given according to the question. The force is given of 30 Newton. Here the force is given as 30 Newton and the displacement occurs is by the 5 meter. Okay. With the application of 30 Newton force, a body is going to displaced by 5 meter. So in this condition, the amount of work done will be, as we are knowing that the work done equals to force into displacement. Here force is given as 30 Newton, which is multiplied with the displacement, that is 5 meter. So it is 150 Newton meter, or it can be also said as 150 joule, because the unit of energy is joule. So the first question answer is 150 joule will be the work done for this process. Now move towards the next question. The second question says a man lifts a mass of 20 kg. So one by one simultaneously we will write the given. What is given? A man lifts a mass of 20 kg. Means mass lifted by the man is 20 kg to a height of 2.5 meter. It means that is a displacement. It means that h is given as 2.5 meter. Displacement is given, assuming that the force of gravity on 1 kg is 10 Newton. It means that force of gravity, that is small g, is given as 10 Newton. So students, in this condition we have to calculate again the work done. In order to calculate the work done, as we are knowing that the work done is equals to force into displacement, and as we are knowing that since we are knowing that force is equals to mass into acceleration, and here acceleration is not, here acceleration is gravity, so F will be equals to mg. So here we will write instead of F mg, and displacement is in height, that is mgh. So mass is given, that is 20, g is 10 and height is 2.5. So we will get the answer as work done is equals to 500 joules. Okay students. So in this condition the amount of work done by the man is 500 joule. So now let's move toward the third question. What the third question says, let's read. A boy, when acted upon by a force of 10 kgf, means kilogram force, moves to a distance of 0.5 meter. So force is given. What is given? How much is given? Given that the force is 10 kgf, means that is a in gravitational value, so it will be multiplied with 10. So 10 kg will be multiplied with 10 Newton of force, it will be 100. Okay students, and moves a distance of 0.5 meter. Here the displacement is 0.5 meter. So we have to calculate the work done. So work done is equals to, what is the formula for the work done? In order to calculate work done, we knowing that the force is equals to the product of force into displacement. Work done is equals to force into displacement. So students, as we are knowing that work done is equals to force into displacement, here force is given, we have calculated, that is 100 Newton, and what the displacement is 0.5 meter. So in this condition it will be what 50 joule. Why we are writing joule each and everywhere? Because the unit of joule in SI system is joule. The unit of work done in SI system is joule. So here the answer will be 50 joule. The work will be done in this condition. Okay, so now move towards the fourth question. What is the fourth question? If you will practice all these questions, you will feel that how easy these questions are. So the fourth question says that two bodies have the same masses, means the body M1 and M2 have the masses are same. Let us suppose that the two bodies. So here I am writing let us suppose two bodies A and B. Okay. According to question, their masses are same. It means mass of A should be equals to mass of B. Let us suppose that it is M. Okay, let us suppose that the mass of both bodies are M. So what we have to calculate, if a body A moves to displacement by a height h meter, and B moves to displacement by 2h meter. Okay students, so we have to compare the potential energy. As we are knowing that the formula of potential energy, so first we will calculate the potential energy of the first body, means body A, and then we will calculate the potential energy of the body B and we will compare. So here potential energy for A will be, as we are knowing that is UA, given by UA, potential energy of the body A is equals to product of mass into gravity into height. Okay, here mass is M, gravity will be G, and here the displacement is also given as H. So let us suppose that the potential energy for the body A is mgh. Now we are moving towards the calculation of the potential energy of the body B. So potential energy for body B can be given by UB. Potential energy of body B is equals to, here M, mass will be same, gravity will be same, and height is given as 2h. So it can be also written as 2mgh. Now the potential energy is increased by 2 times. It is equation number 2. Okay students, so what we have to do, we have to compare the energies. We have to compare the energies in both the conditions. Now from equation 1 and 2, from equation 1 and 2, so potential energy of body A upon potential energy of body B will be mgh upon 2mgh. Here mgh and mgh will be cancel out with each other. Here this mgh and this mgh will be cancelled out with each other, and we will get as 1 by 2 as an answer. So the ratio of the potential energy UA to UB will be 1:2 will be your answer of this question. Now proceeding towards the next question, that is the question number 5th. Okay students, one by one we are discussing each and every question. If you are still having any doubt, You may ask to me in the comment section. The fifth question says that find the gravitational potential energy of 2.5 kg mass. Here mass is given as 2.5 kg. We will write in each and every condition the units of the given terms. So the mass is 2.5 kg is kept at a height of 15 meter. Here height is 15 meter above the ground. So the force of gravity on 1 kg mass is given as force of gravity, that is small g, is given as 10 Newton. So students, in this question number 5, given mass of the object is 2.5 kg, height displaced is 15 meter and gravity is 10. So in order to calculate the gravitational potential energy, U is equals to, first we will write the expression, U is equals to mgh. Here mass is given as 2.5 kg. Height is g is given as 10 and height is 15 meter, not 25, it is 15 meter. So when we will solve, it will becomes as what? As we are knowing that 2.5 into 10, that is 25 multiplied by 15. So answer will come rise like 375 joules. As we are knowing that the unit of energy is joule, so whatever be the form of energy, it is kinetic energy, potential energy, mechanical energy, each and every energy will have the same unit as joule. Okay students, so here we are getting the answer of one more question. Students, for the solution of question number 6, what is given? So the given thing is that the gravitational potential energy stored in a box of weight is, so here given, what is given? The given thing is that the weight of the box is equals to W is equals to mg, and which is given as 150 kgf. Okay, so as we are knowing that, since we are knowing that 1 kilogram force is equals to 10 Newton, then 150 kilogram force will be 150 multiplied by 10, it will be 1500 Newton weight of the body. Now what is much more given here? The potential and gravitational potential energy U is also given, that is 1.5 into 10 to the power 4 joule is given. What we have to calculate? We have to calculate that find the height of the box. So as we are knowing that what we know that the gravitational potential energy U is equals to mgh. We can write mg is equals to W, since we know that W is equals to mg. So here we can write that W into h is equals to U. What we have to calculate? We have to calculate h. So h is equals to, therefore h is equals to W, that is h is equals to U upon W. Here U is given as 1.5 into 10 to the power 4 upon W is how much given? 1500. It can be also written as 15 into 10 power 2. Here it can be also written as 15 into 10 to the power 3 upon 15 into 10 to the power 2. So 15 will be cancelled out with 15. So we will get as height is equals to 10 meter. We will get as height as 10 meter for this question. So students, in this manner we have calculated the height of the object, that h is equals to 10 meter. So now proceed towards the next question, question number 7. So students, what the question number 7 says? Question 7 says that the potential energy of a body of mass m 0.5 kg increased by 100 joule when it is taken to the top of a tower from the ground. It means that here mass is given as 0.5 kg and the burden is 100 joule when it is to the top of the tower. If the force of gravity means small g is 10, we have to calculate that the height of the tower. So what is given? First we will enlist according to the question. The given things are that the mass of a body. In the question it is given that the mass of the body is 0.5 kg, which is having what? Either the potential energy or either the burden is what? It is having the potential energy at a height h is equals to, here it is given as 100 joule. Okay students, because the object is at a height h, so it will have the potential energy as 100 joule, and here small g is also given as 10. Okay, so in this condition we will write, as we are knowing that u is equals to mgh. So in order to calculate height of the object, which implies that height can be calculated as u upon mg, as in the question it is given that potential energy is 100 joule and m is given as 0.5 kg. Okay students, and height is and gravity is given as 10 Newton. So it will be what? Now in this condition it will be as 20 meter will be the height of the what? That the tower. So it is, now in this condition we have calculated that height of the tower is 20 meter. So 20 meter is the answer for this question. Now proceed towards the next question. Question number 8. What the question 8 says, each and every question is very easy in this chapter. A body of mass 60 kg is moving with a speed of 50 meter per second. Calculate its kinetic energy. So in this condition, in this question, the mass of the body is given as, that is 60 kg, and the body is moving with a velocity of 50 meter per second. So as we are knowing that the expression of the kinetic energy is equals to half mv square. Since mass is given as 60 and velocity is given as 50, so it will be square. So what we can write, that 1 by 2 60 into 2500. We will easily calculate that here 2 30s are 60 and 30 multiplied by 2500 will be what? 25 3s are 75, and here 10 and 2 zeros are more, so it will be 75 into 10 power 3 joule, which can be also written as 7.5 into 10 to the power 4 joule will be the answer for this condition. So the kinetic energy of the moving object in this condition will be 7.5 into 10 raised 4 joule will be the answer for this numerical. Now proceeding toward the numerical number 9. What the question says, a truck of mass 100 kg. Here given what is given. Here a truck of mass of the truck is 1000 kg, not 100. That the mass of the truck is 1000 kg, increase its speed by 30 km per hour to 72 km per hour. It means that its initial velocity was different, now its final velocity is different. Find the increase in its kinetic energy. So students, first we will calculate, because the velocity of the truck is given in kilometer per hour, which will be converted into meter per second. So as we are knowing that, since we are knowing that 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meter, and 1 hour is equals to 60 minute, and 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. So it will be 60 into 60, it will be 3600 seconds in 1 hour. So in order to calculate how much 1 kilometer per hour will be equals to in meter per second, we can easily write meter is equals to 1000 meter. What I have said that earlier, I have said that 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meter, and 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes, and each minute is having the 60 seconds, so it will be 1 hour is equals to 3600 seconds. So 1 kilometer 1000 meter, and 1 hour is equals to 3600 seconds. So 20 will be cancelled out with these 20. So 1 kilometer per hour is equals to 5 by 18 meter per second. So students, what I am willing to say that whenever the speed or velocity of an object is given in kilometer per hour, so in order to change into meter per second, we have to multiply with 5 by 18. What I am saying that when the velocity of an object given in kilometer per hour, then in order to convert it in meter per second, multiply with 5 by 18. Okay students, so how we have calculated 5 by 18? I have given in the above elaboration. So let's start first. As we are knowing that change, here you can see that the what is given and what we have to calculate. Students, in this question, mass of the truck is given as 1000 kg, and its initial velocity, which is supposed as v1, how much it is given as 636 kilometer per hour. So it will be converted into meter per second. So how much term will be multiplied? 5 by 18. So 18 to the 36 and 5 to the 10. It means that 36 kilometer per hour is equals to 10 meter per second. And next velocity is given as how much? That is 72 kilometer per hour. It means that velocity is increases. So again 72 kilometer per hour will be converted into meter per second. So multiplied with 5 by 18. 18 4s are 72. So it will be 20 meter per second. We have to calculate increase in kinetic energy. Therefore, increase in kinetic energy is equals to final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy. So how much is the final kinetic energy? Students, it is half m v2 square minus half m v1 square. In this condition, m is constant, mass of the truck is constant, so we can take half and mass, that is 1000, as a common. So v2, what is v2? That is 20 meter per second, so the square of 20, and then v1, that is square of 10. So in this way we can calculate 1 by 2 into 1000 into 400 minus 100, that is 300. It becomes 300, and it can be cut as 500. So 500 multiplied by 300, which can be also written as 15 into 10 raised 4, okay, which can be given as 1.5 into 10 to the power 5 joule will be the increase or change in the kinetic energy for this condition. Okay student, in this way we have calculated the kinetic energy of the truck as it is increases. So what we have did in this question, we have done first convert the velocities of the truck, initial and final velocities, into the meter per second. In order to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, we will multiply it with 5 by 18. Then we will calculate change in kinetic energy as final energy minus initial energy, and we will get the solution for this question. Students, proceed towards the solution of the question number 10. What the question number 10 says, a car is moving with a speed of 15 km per hour. So what is given here? The speed of the car is given. The speed of the car is given as 15 km per hour, and the another identical car is moving with the speed of 30 km per hour. We have to compare their kinetic energies. So given, and let's first we will given what, that the given thing is that a car is moving with the speed of its initial velocity is v1. Let us suppose it is v1, which is equals to 15 km per hour. As we are knowing that it is in SI system, so first it will be converted into the meter per second. So meter per second, so 15 multiplied by 5 by 18, 3 6 are 18, 3 5 are 15. So it will be 25 by 6 meter per second. So 15 km per hour will be 25 by 6 meter per second. And V2 is given, the same car is moving again with the speed of 30 km per hour. So 30 km per hour will be again converted into meter per second and multiply by 5 by 18. 3 6 are 18 and 3 10s are 30. So it will be 50 by 6 meter per second speed, final speed. So we have to compare the kinetic energy. So kinetic energy initially where its speed was 15 km per hour to the kinetic energy finally when its speed was 30 km per hour. So kinetic energy is equals to half m v1 square, because the car was same, so mass will be same, only speeds are changes, so 1 by 2m will be cancelled out. So it will be only v1 square by v2 square. v1 is equals to 25 by 6 whole square upon 50 by 6 whole square. Students, in this condition what we will get? Square of 25 will be 625 upon 36 upon square of 50 will be 2500 upon 36. 36 and 36 will be cancelled out. We will get 625 upon 2500. If we will cut with 25 is the 625, and it will be in 100 times. So 25 ones are 25 and 25 fours are 100. So the ratio of kinetic energy initially to the kinetic energy finally will be in the ratio of 1:4. So here we will get the answer as 1:4 for this question. Students, let's start with the solution for the question number 11. A pump raises water by spending 4 into 10 raised 5 joule of energy in 10 seconds. So what is given inside of the question? Here in the question that the energy consumed is given by W to the pump is 4 into 10 to the power 5 joule. This amount of energy is consumed by the pump for the time interval that t is equals to 10 seconds. We have to calculate what will be the power of the pump. So students, in order to calculate power is equals to work done upon time, that is energy consumed in per unit of time. Here energy consumed is 4 into 10 to the power 5 joule upon time t is equals to what? 10 seconds. So what we can write that? 110 will be cancelled out 1. So it will be 4 into 10 raised 4. 4 into 10 to the power 4, and power is unit, it will be watt. So 4 into 10 power 4, what will be the power of that pump will be the answer. So 4 into 10 power 4, what will be the power of this condition? So students, let's start with the solution of question number 12. Question 12 says that it takes 20 seconds for a girl A to climb up the stairs while girl B takes 15 seconds for the same job. Since in the given question the two girls are there, A and B, so we will analyze first what is given inside the question. The time taken by the girl for climbing onto the stairs is 20 seconds, whereas the time taken by the girl B is 50 seconds. Both are doing the same job, climbing onto the stairs. So in this condition we have to calculate, or we have to compare the power. Means we have to compare power of girl A to the power of girl B. As we are doing that the power of girl A will be work done upon time taken by the girl A to the work done by the girl B to the time taken by the girl B. So as according to the question, both girls A and B are doing same work. It means that WA is equals to WB. So here we can write that WA upon TA is how much given? TA is 20 upon WB, means which is same. So it can be also written as WA upon 15. So students, from here we can write that WA upon 20 upon 15 upon WA okay. So cross multiply, it will be cut out. So here it will be 15 upon 20. So in order to calculate or compare the ratio of the power of girl A to girl B will be 15 by 20. If we'll cut it into the simplest form, so with the help of table 5 3s are 15 and 5 4s are 20. So the ratio for the power of these two girls, PA is to PB is equals to 3:4 will be the answer. So students, hopefully you all have received you are getting all the solutions of above the question. Still you are having any doubt, you may all ask to me. Have a great day.